Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Gungurubhyo Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Gananam Tva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavim Kabinam Upamasravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinmannudibhissi dasadanam. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Yasyatma Bhudasya Guru Prasadat Aham Vimuktosmi Samsara Bandhat Sarvopadeshtu Shivananda Murtehe Mridvagriyukmam Pranadosmi Nityam Dayasindhum Dinabandhum Shastrartha Bodhana Patum Maskarindra Varam Naumi Sri Chidananda Satgurum. Om Praninam Dukkha Hartaro Jnanado Bhuvana Muktaye Shivananda Chidanando Ashraye Guru Sattamo. Om Shantatmanam Pranadasulabham Siddha Vidya Prabhavam Bhaswadrupam Sugunanilayam Dvastakarmadivargam Prajnavrittam Naja Samadrisham Taratam Tyagibhadyam Sakshat Isum Mamagudubhadam Shivanandam Natosmi. Om Tvatpadam Bhujamarchayami Paramam Tvam Chintayamyanvaham Tvam Isham Sharanam Brajami Vachasam Tvameva Yache Vibhom Viksham Me Dishachakshushim Sakarunam Divyaishchiram Prarthitam Shambho Lokaguro Madhya Manasaha Saukyopadesham Guru. Shambho Lokaguro Madhya Manasaha Saukyopadesham Guru. Om. Our Advaitananda Swamiji was asking me to regularly come for Wednesday talks. I have been giving these talks for so many years. Now I become very old. Prapayasaha. And voice has also gone and suffering from throat problem. So I thought I will see afterwards, I was telling. Then now Shivaratri has come. Then I thought I will share something on Bhagavan Shiva. So fortunately throat is also a little okay. And I choose the subject Sivaparadha Kshamapana Stotra. It is a stuti by Shankaracharya. Different pathas are there. 14 slokas are published by the Gita Press. And when I was young, I used to read this. Maybe 50, 60 years before, I used to read this. And the sloka is almost by heart also. And many times I felt this is very touching to heart. Then I thought I will share with you that. So you know that this is the name of this is Sivaparadha Kshamapana Stotram. So it is a stotra means glorification. So many stotras are there. We used to glorify Bhagavan. We used to say, so there are slokas like this. Namo Pangajanapaya, Namo Pangajamalinem, Namo Pangajanetraya, Namaste Pangajangraye. So we say, glorify Bhagavan. Oh Bhagavan, your feet is lotus-like, your eyes are lotus-like, so you are so handsome, you are beautiful. Like that, some of the stotras are glorifying the Bhagavan's form. Some will be glorifying his leelas, his kathas. Sri Krishna leelas, stotra will be there. Satyam Vradam Satyaparam Trisatyam. Now beat the Prabhupushe Tadidambaraya. Like that, so many stutis are there. So they will be either they glorify Bhagavan in either his kathas or his form, like that. And some other stotras, they ask Bhagavan to protect us. Every day you sing, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Pakimam, Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Rakshamam. So what is that you are saying? Bhagavan, protect me, protect me, protect me, like this. This is a little different sloka. This is here, it is a Aparadha Kshamapana Stotram. Kshamapana means asking for forgiveness. Bhagavan, you please forgive me. I have done some mistakes. You please forgive me. Like that, it is some aparadha. We consider some aparadha we have done. Something pricking. And so, Bhagavan, please, kindly endure that, condone that, and forgive me, like that. So it is like that, forgiveness we are asking for. Then I thought that this asking for forgiveness to Bhagavan, so that is something very common in our culture. Please excuse me. That is something very common in our culture. Suppose if you are walking, your feet touches somebody. Sorry, you will say like this. Sorry, forgive me, like that. Even if your feet touches someone, we say, or hand hits, sorry, excuse me, like that. Likewise, as you are asking someone unknown person, young or old, you ask for forgiveness. Suppose if my leg touches you, Sashwat, please excuse, sorry, I will say. You are young, but still I ask you. And but we are also asking Bhagavan also to forgive. So the young and old are treated alike here. Okay, you are asking for forgiveness to Bhagavan, you please, Kshamapana, I have, Chantavyo me aparadaha. You kindly excuse me. So I ask you, suppose I do something wrong, then I said something, Swamiji, I made a mistake, kindly excuse me. I ask, you may be younger to me, still I ask you. The same way we are asking to Bhagavan also. Okay? Bhagavan, kindly, and you examine your own self. Have you not gone to Bhagavan any time in your life and asked for Bhagavan, if at all I have done any mistake, please excuse me, I have got these difficulties. Whenever there are difficulties come, you also go and tell Bhagavan, Bhagavan, please protect me. If at all any mistakes are there, please condone that and see that I am comfortable. Have you not asked a prayer like that? You have asked? Yes or no? Definitely everyone would have asked. Whenever we make a mistake and we go and ask actually, Swamiji, please, Gurudev, bless me. If at all anything is wrong, please. So we ask that forgiveness to Bhagavan also. Everyone will ask actually. So every day we are asking. You cannot say, I will not ask. Whenever we chant Vishnu Sahasranama, what is the last mantra of the Vishnu Sahasranama? Kayena Vacha is Samarpana before that. Yad akshara pada prashtam matra heenam tuyat bhaveti tat sarvam kshamyatam deva narayana namostute. Yad akshara pada prashtam. If at all I have made any wrong thing in the pronunciation of pada, and if matras, the hraswa I made it dirgha and dirgha I made hraswa, whatever mistakes, wrong pronunciation, apashabda was there. Kshamyatam deva narayana namostute. And during Navratra, what we do? Vaikuntha Swamiji is very particular to read Devi Aparadha Kshamapana Stotra. And there also in the Parayana also, there is a Aparadha Kshamapana Stotra where there is a Aparadha Sahasrani Kriyante Akarnisham Maya Daso Medimam Matva Kshamasya Parameshwari. Aparadha Sahasrani Kriyante Akarnisham Maya. I am making so many mistakes every day, night and day I am making mistakes. Dasoya Medi Matva. Consider me as a Dasa and Kshamasya Parameshwari. And in all the pujas, havan, wherever, whatever religious function we do, there is a prayer for mistakes in that karma. Mantrahinam, kriyahinam, bhaktihinam. Sureshwara, yat pujidam maya deva paripurnam tadastute. If at all any mantrahina is there, kriyahina is there, even havan also you should say, and please condone all these things and make it complete. We make like that. So, in all rituals, we are asking for, Bhagavan, please excuse me if there is any mistakes. And surprisingly, I find that many of our devotees, during the last 20 years, I have been attending to correspondence. We have got money, donation correspondence is there, or regular correspondence. But many times people write to Gurudev directly to address to Gurudev Sri Swami Shivanji Maharaj. And then there are problems, they write little. And then if at all any mistakes are there, kindly excuse us and see that everything goes well. So this type of letters comes. Then normally what I do when anybody writes like that, to directly Gurudev, then I bring this letter, every time I bring this letter and place it in the Samadhi Mandir. And then I will go and send a blessing letter. Every time I have brought it here, otherwise I will tell Prakash, you keep it there and bring it, I will say. And some of the devotees are writing for the last 10-15 years. Yeah, once in 6 months, once in 1 year, they will write, these are the problems we are now facing. Gurudev, if at all we have committed any mistake, kindly excuse all these things and everything should go well. Like that, there are some people who are regularly writing. And I consider them as great devotees because I don't consider them as they have got mistakes. They have so much faith that Gurudev is still there and they are talking to Gurudev. So whenever you plead, Gurudev, if Bhagavan, if at all any mistakes I have done, Papa is there, please excuse me. That mantras are there, but if it comes from the mind, really, that will be heard by Bhagavan. And everyone invariably at some point of time, they will ask Bhagavan, kindly, if at all any mistakes are there, please excuse me. So, this I consider as a direct communication with God. It is not that you are a papi and you are asking for excuse, not that way actually. That look is a very shallow look actually. It is not that way. It is very shallow if you look like that. It is actually one of the finest form of bhakti. You know that there are 9 Prahlada, the person who knows Bhakti Shastra very well. He himself says, what are the lakshana of the bhaktis? What is bhakti lakshana, he says. Shravanam kirtanam vishnoho, smaranam padasevanam, archanam vandanam dasyam, sakyam atmanivedanam. So the bhakti is first you are hearing about Bhagavan. Bhagavan's stories, Bhagavad Katha is going on. You hear about it. So you hear So that story makes you emotional. Your part is nothing. You only enjoy. You tell Bhagavan's Katha. Bhagavan's Katha, wonderful Katha. What is your part? You are only enjoying. Okay? Shravanam Kirtanam. When you are doing Kirtana means then Jai Ganesha, Hari Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. So you are doing Kirtan. So little your contribution is there. Then Smaranam. Then you are remembering about it. Little more is there. Then Pada Sevanam, Bhagavan's Puja Ityadi Sevanam. Archanam. Offering flowers. Vishwasmay Namaha, Vishnave Namaha, Vishwatkaraya Namaha. Sri Krishna Kamalana Vasudevastana, like that. Then Vandanam, Namaskaradi. Dasyam. Dasabhava. And doing all type of Dasa Pravritti in the temples. Sakyam. Sakya Bhava. In Dasa Bhava, Dasya Bhava and Sakya Bhava, Bhagavan's presence is required. For Shravana, to hear about Bhagavan's Katha, Bhagavan need not be there, you tell somebody. But if you want to do Dasya Bhava, if you say that I am your Dasa, then he must be there. Otherwise, how can you be a Dasa to him? So, whenever we do Bhagavan, I am your Dasa, when we say it to Gurudev, then you feel Bhagavan is there when you are washing that feet. Dasohamiti matva. So, there's a contact is there, there is a communication is there. In Dasya Bhava, there is a communication is there. In Sakya also there is communication is there. Sakya Bhava means he is a friend. So there are, Bhagavan Sri Krishna had so many friends. Krishnasyasit Sakha Kaschit Brahmano Brahmavittamaha. Who is that? Krishnasyasit Sakha Kaschit Brahmano Brahmavittamaha. It is Sudama. So Krishna has got a Sakha. Arjuna was also a Sakha. And then during his Bala Leela, so many people were his Sakha. So they were, Sakya Bhava was there. So in Bhagavad Katha it is there when sometimes these children will have Malla Yuddha. So they will form into two groups, Bhagavan's one side and Balarama one side. So in that Bhagavan's group and Balarama's group will fight. Whosoever wins, that fellow, whosoever loses, that fellow has to carry the other fellow, those who has win. Many times Bhagavan will lose. So Bhagavan has to carry that fellow. His Sakha he will carry. So Gurudev also, there are photos, Gurudev has carried some children. Children were sitting on his shoulders. Ashoka Rao and Harsha Rao, they came here. Then I told him, oh, you are such a blessed person. I saw your photo, you are sitting on the Gurudev's shoulders. Then he told me, Swamiji, Gurudev carried me when I was young. Even today he is carrying me. When he said, even today he is carrying me, he wept. In the Sakya Bhava, Bhagavan will carry you. If you ask Bhagavan, my legs are paining, I will do little massage. All right, you do. You can also, there is Sakya Bhava. So don't think that I say I am my own. It is there in the Bhagavad Gita, every day you read. Sakhedi matva prasabam yaduktam he Krishna, he Yadava, he Sakhedi ajanata mahimanam tavedat maya pramadat pranayena vapi. So, that Sakya Bhava is there. So, here, then Atma Nivedana. Atma Nivedana is a very high level. So, Sakya Bhava is there. So, in Sakya Bhava only you can communicate with Bhagavan. So, when you are talking to Bhagavan, Gurudev, I have done, Bhagavan, I have made all these mistakes. Kindly condone me. If you say that you are directly communicating with Bhagavan. If your Bhagavan is not there, how can you communicate? If I want to say excuse to you, you should be present before me. Likewise, to say that, please excuse me if you want to say, then he must be present. So in this case, it is a direct communication between the devotee and the Bhagavan. It is not a story. The other stutis may be, Jai Ganesha, we make a prayer. There is no direct communication. It may go to Bhagavan. You are not speaking to him. He is not sitting in front of you. Okay? So here Bhagavan, we are directly communicating to Bhagavan. Bhagavan, I made aparadha. Aparadha. Hey Bhagavan, the Bhagavan here is Shiva. Shiva, we tell Bhagavan Shiva, Bhagavan Mahadeva, Shambho Mahadeva. I have done this aparadha. Kshamasva. Please excuse me. So it is a direct communication between God and the devotee. So now it is Shivaratri is coming. So on this Shivaratri day, we will have a direct communication with God. It is not that we are sitting in some place and in temple or somewhere and doing. It is wherever we are, Bhagavan is sitting, whether it is temple or not, wherever you are. Kshamasva, when you say, you are directly communicating with God. So that is the importance of this stotra. This is my introduction to this. Then stotra is, Kshamapana stotra means a prayer to forgive. And aparadha does not mean that we have done some papa. Aparadha does not mean that way. Radha means actually aradhana. In the Bhagavad Gita also, there is one sloka is there in the 7th chapter, 22nd sloka. Sataya shraddhaya yuktaha tasya aradhane mihate, we read here. But Shankara Bhashya is Sataya shraddhaya yuktaha tasya radhana mihate. Tasya radhana mihate. Radhana means aradhana only. Radha Shabda is aradhana only. Radha means this aradhana only. Radhana mihate. 7th chapter, 22nd sloka you see. Shankara Bhashya you see. Tasya radhanam ihate. And in the Gita also, tasya will be there, radhanam will be a separate word. Tasya aradhana mihate is also okay. But Shankara Bhashya is tasya radhana mihate. Radhana is the shabda. So aradhana means worship. Radha is worship. Aradhana is worship only. A is a prefix added. It is asamantat. It will good worship. Radha means worship. Aparadha means not worshipping. Not worshipping. Aparadha means every day you have to worship Bhagavan. Every day you have to adore. I have not done that adoration. That is aparadha. It can be papa also. It need not be papa. Every day you have to do japa. You have not done japa. So that is a papa. It's called a pratyavaya dosha. It is called. Akarane prayascha pratyavaya. If you do, there is no special thing you have to do. It is your duty. If you don't do, akarane pratyavaya. It's a shastra. It is many times it has come. In the Bhashya it has come many times. Whosoever has studied the shastras, they say akarane pratyavaya. If by not doing, if you don't do it, it is so. Adoration of God, remembrance of God has to be done every day. It is a must, it is compulsory. That aradhana. Not doing that aradhana is aparadha. So I have, these things I have to do, that I have not done. Kindly excuse me. That's the prayer actually. So it is essential, it is required for all people. So that is, this is Bhagavan Shiva. He says that Bhagavan, I have failed in my duty, that I have not done what I have to do, what I should have done it. So kindly excuse me. That's the prayer. So now you imagine, it is a prayer by you. Don't think that somebody is praying Shankaracharya Virajam. No. Shankaracharya Virajam, but for us, our sake. So when you chant this, you are directly communicating with Bhagavan. Because it is our story only. It is your story only. It's our story only. So the shloka starts like this. Adau karma prasangat kalayadi galusham matrikuchau stitam mam Vinmutra medhya madhye kathayati nitaram jataro jatavedaha yadyadvai tatra dukkam vyatayati nitaram shakyate kena bhaktum chantavyo me aparadha Shiva 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 Bho Sri Mahadeva Sambho Chantavyo me aparadaha Shiva 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 Bho Sri Mahadeva Sambho. So, Chantavyo me aparadaha, my whatever shortcomings are there in me, whatever mistakes I have done, Bhagavan, Hey Mahadeva, Hey Shambho, Hey Mangala Swarupa, kindly excuse me. You have to excuse. So, my aparadhas, Bhagavan, you kindly excuse. So, when we stand before the Bhagavan's, Vishwanath Bhagavan's temple, and then you make close. And then you say this, Chantavyo me aparadaha. Then Bhagavan, your friend, Sakya Bhava, I have told. So, Bhagavan asks, suppose if I say, kindly excuse me, I have done something wrong to you, then I come and tell you, kindly excuse me. What is there? You have not done anything, you say. Same way Bhagavan will also say, hey, why do you come and say all these things? There is no need. What have you done to say this aparadha? You have not done anything. Why do you say like that? No, Bhagavan, I have done something wrong. Bhagavan is your, what you say every day? Tvameva mata cha pitattvameva. Tvameva bandhucha sakhattvameva. So if Bhagavan is our mata and pita, sakha, then any shortcomings is there, they will not take it serious. They say, hey, why all these things you take? It's all okay. I never considered it that way, they will say. So Bhagavan also says, hey, why do you say all these things? What have you done? Should I tell you, Bhagavan? Yes, tell me. Then Bhagavan says, you tell me then. Then he says, Adau karma prasangat kalayati galusham madruguchau stitam. In the beginning, Bhagavan, before I was born here, before I came here, before I was born here, karma prasangat, because of the purva karma, some papa I have done, some punya I have done. So because of that, I was Madruguchau Stitamam Kalayati Kalusham Madruguchau Stitamam. I was made to enter into the womb of my mother. A very dirty place. Inside the human body, outer side is okay. We have dressed up very nicely, made makeups. And inside, and especially in the belly area. So Kalusham means actually it's a very dirty area. So because of the bad karmas I did, in the Purva Janma karma, I was made to enter into the belly and in the kuchi, in the womb of my mother. And Bhagavan, you know very well, what are all the conditions there. Then he says, Vinmutra medhya madhye kvathayati nitaram Jataro jatavedaha. So, not only this very dirty place, inside that I am surrounded by that urine, excreta, mucus and all these things. So, when the surgeons, those who study medicines, when they see a surgery, when they open the surgery, open belly or somewhere, many students will become unconscious. Many will not like it. Some people will later on say, I don't want surgery, they will say. I don't want surgery, I cannot do that. In our hospital also, the academic students, whenever there is a eye camp, the students will go as volunteers. So once some volunteers were there and some people were allotted the theatre. So one boy was there in the theatre to take the patients there. And he was looking. The doctor gave an injection in the eye of a patient. This fellow fell down. Then Dr. Verma, then he was shifted. Then I told him, why you go there? You should be here. So, our own inside, if you see, open and see what will happen, we won't like it. So that situation was there. Not only it is a dirty place and I cannot stand that strain. And Jatharo Jatavedaha, this Jataragni is there, Mother Jataragni is there. Not only I am placed in a very filthy area, I am being boiled there. The Jataragni is actually boiling me. Then, Yadyadvai Tatra Dukkam Vyathayati Nitaram Shakyate Ekena Bhaktum. What are all the problems there? What are all the pains there? Who can describe this? Nobody can describe this. So, I entered into that womb of the mother because of some aparadha only. So, that you condone that, he says. So, this is actually explained this. What will be the situation when we were in the womb of the mother? We do not know. Nobody can say. Whatever other difficulties we have, now we are facing, we can say. What pain we underwent, that nobody knows. The mother's pain, everybody say, mother will say, I have got this pain, that pain, labor pain, like that. What child is undergoing, who knows? Nobody knows. And what thoughts are going on in the mind of the child, nobody knows. So, that only Shastra can say. There are Upanishads called Garbhopanishads. Those Upanishads speak about those. And in the Bhagavad also, that is this, how this child, the jiva, enters in the womb of the mother, how it develops. All these stories elaborately told in the third skanda, Kapila Devahuti Samvada. In the Kapila Devahuti Samvada, it is explained in detail. 31st chapter, how it first the Shukla Shodita Mishra, then that development, then when head comes, when all these things. Our Kuti Mataji once told me, and this is almost correct with our medical science, she told me. She is a gynecologist. So it explains all these things. So then, at that time, when the child is in the womb of the mother, it has undergone the pain. What pain undergoes, that is said. That is why we come to know about it. That is how Shankaracharya writes. So the pain described here, the pain a jiva will undergo, a fetus, a jantu, which is there in the womb of the mother, what pain it will undergo, that Shastra says, and that is what Shankaracharya said here. And then at that time, in the Bhagavad, that's the Kapila Upadesha, it is also said that when the child is in the womb of the mother, when it is in the fetus condition, then it can remember, it will know all the previous birth. When we were in the womb of the mother, we know all the earlier previous birth also. What are all things we have done, how we have come. And then the jiva makes a prayer to Bhagavan. At that time, I prayed to you. You might have forgotten, but I remember. He tells Bhagavan Shiva, Bhagavan, you might have forgotten, but I remember now also. What is that you remember? Then the child prays to Bhagavan, Bhagavan, hereafter I will not, when I take birth, when I come to this world, I will not indulge in all these things. I will always remember you. And I will again come back to you. I will have Sayujya Mukti. I will not indulge in any of these things. I will do your Kirtana, Parayana and all these things. Satkarmas I will do. I will come back to you. I will not have any more birth. I have made a decision, a resolve you have taken. And I will do that. He makes a prayer. But unfortunately, when the baby is delivered, and when it comes here, the child has forgotten all these things. It is all elaborately described in the 31st chapter of the third skanda. So the prayer of that, what prayer it makes, what is the final prayer, that is told in the Bhagavad. That prayer is, the jiva says to Bhagavan, Tasmadaham Vigata Viklaba Uttarishye Atmanamasu tamasas sukritantaratma Atmanamasu sukritatmaneva Bhuyo yata Vyasanamedan Anekarandram Mame bhavishyat Upasida Vishnupadaham. Therefore, Bhagavan, I have undergone so many pains in the previous birth. Now, when I am born again, I will not do any of those things. I will not indulge in any of these things. I will do upasana of Bhagavan and I will come back to you. So, tasmadaham jigata viklava uttarishye. Without forgetfulness, I will lift myself. How I will lift myself? Atmanamasu tamasaka sukhadatmaneva uddaret atmanatmanam. What is Gita told? That is told here. Tasmadaham vigada viklava uddarishye atmanamasu tamasas sukhadatmaneva. So I will lift myself. I will not again come back into this earth. I will lift myself. Uddaret atmanatmanam. I will do that. Bhuyo yatha vyasanameda dane garandam mame bhavishyati. Again, this dukkha will not happen. In such a way, I will lift myself. How will you lift? Vishnupadaham mame bhavishyat upasita Vishnupadaha. By doing upasana to Bhagavan, I will lift myself. I made a resolve. I gave a promise to you that I will lift myself. I have forgotten that. It is not in my hands, but I have forgotten that. That is why I have to get this birth and undergo all these pains. So in the beginning itself, the first mistake I did was because of the previous karma parambara, I came here, and after that I have not done that. So therefore again, he says this. Once again we will see this sloka and go to the next. Adau karma prasangat kalayadi kalusham matrikushau stitam vinmutra medhyamadye kvathayati nitaram jataro jataveda yadyadvai tatra dukkam vyathayati nitaram shakyate kena vaktum kshantabhyo me aparada Shiva 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 Bho Shri Mahadeva Shambho. So Bhagavan, that promise which I made to you, Uddharet Atmanatmanam, Uddarishya Atmanam, Upasita Vishnupadaha, that upasana I forgot to do it. And so Chantabhyo me aparada. That doesn't matter. Now, it is beyond your control, you see, you don't worry. No, Bhagavan, afterwards also, I had other problems. What other problems you had? Then he says, do you think about my balya avastha? He says, balye dukkati reko malalulita vapu stanyapane pipasam no shaktasche indriyebhyom bhavaguna janita jantavo mam tudanti nana rogadi dukkad rudana paravasya shankaram nasmarami Chantabhyo me aparadaha Shiva 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 Bho Shri Mahadeva Shambho. So after being born here, again I had undergone lot of pains in the womb of the mother. Here when I came out, again that is much more than that. Dukkha adhireko, it is much more than that. Earlier I was surrounded only by the malamutra ityadi. But now I am carrying on me only. Malalulita vapu stanyapane pipasa. I have. So after delivering the baby, the mother, after some days she recovers. So she will be engaged in her different activities. So she will feed me little and then lay me somewhere and go away. But I have all that time. I am very hungry. The pipasa. That I can only have the food. My food is my mother's milk. So the pipasa for that, stanyapane pipasa, the desire for the milk is there. But mother will be engaged. I can only cry. She will not understand. And my body is full of filth. Malalulita vapuhu. And when she lays me, she feeds me and leave me there. Then I pass 1, 2, etc. And she is not there. So I will be moving in that. Then I have no strength in my sense organ. No shaktasche indriyebhyom In the sense organs have not developed. I cannot call. I cannot do anything. I cannot go up. I cannot come to my belly. I cannot go back. Even if that is there, then I will not be able to walk. So, different difficulties are there. Bhava guna janita jantavo mam tudandi. So I am lying down like that. And the mosquitoes, flies, even a small fly sits on that tender skin of that, it will have a big pain. So all the pain is there. These insects are biting me. So I am not able to communicate. Nana rogadi dukkha dirudana padapachakam. Then a child will have multiple roga. Even according to our medical sense, more than 3,000 diseases come for a child. Different diseases. So different roga comes into me, and that pain of that roga is there. And then they feed medicine. Dukkha ushadam tadapi dukkam adadiyagam bhuman brahmami padame tabadasya yogam. Prahalada says, dukkha ushadam tadapi dukkam. Whatever aushadha gives for the dukkha, relief for the pain. One man is not able to sit properly. Then you have to do physiotherapy and you have to sit like this. Don't sit like this, do sit like this, do like this. I'm not able to move my hand, he says, do all these things. So whatever aushadha you prepare, remedies you prepare for the dukkha, that is much more painful. So Prahlada says, dukkha aushadam tadapi dukkam adadiyagam bhuman brahmami vadame tava dasya yogam. So you tell me your dasya yoga, all these aushadhas, all these remedies are totally useless, Bhagavan. So I don't want all these things. So nana rogadi dukkha adudana paravashaha shankaram nasmarami. Hey Bhagavan, I am not able to think about you. I never thought about you in my balyagala. Chantavyo me aparadaha Shiva 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 Bo Shri Mahadeva Shambho. Hey Bhagavan, Shambho, Mahadeva, Mangala Swarupa, kindly excuse me. Pardon me for all my mistakes. Then after some time, the child has grown up. Then one more thing I want to tell you. Normally we say, Durlabham Traive Vaidate, Manishyatvam, Mumukshutvam, Mahaprusha Samsreha. And normally they say, oh, you got all the three. Manishyatvam is there. And desire for moksha is there. And Mahaprusha Samsreha is also there. But before that they say, Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham. Narajanma is also a Jantu only. Jantu means Janimatratvad. We are not much different from dog, cat, monkeys, and other things. We are also like that only. So human birth is great. That is one. From another angle it is told. From one angle, Narajanma, Tato Viprata, that's okay. That is theology actually. It is glorification. Ordinary level, at the paramarthika level, we are all Jantus only. All these, whether it is a Krimigida and human, all are same only. How do you know? Brihadaranya Upanishad, that is a mantra. When a mosquito sleeps, when a tiger sleeps, when a dog sleeps, a cat sleeps, you sleep and I sleep. A papi sleeps, a Mahatma sleeps, all sleep alike. Okay? Mantra is there. Huh? So we are all are Jantus only. So there is no point in saying that we got Narajanma human birth. Tatapi Viprata. Then Mahaprusha Samsreha. It's all okay. That one from one angle it is okay. But from the ultimate level when you observe, we are all Jantus are equal here. All are indwelt by God. Okay. And then next, then from the Balya stage I have Kishora, then Yuva. Then I become Praudhoham, Yavvanasto Vishayavishadarehi Panjabir Marmasantau Dashto Nashto Vivegastu Tadanayuvati Swadu Sukye Nishannaha Shaivi Chinta Vihinam Mama Hridayamaho Managarvadhirutham Chantavyo Me Aparada Shiva 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 Bho Shri Mahadeva Shambho. Hey Bhagavan, now after this Balavastha etc., now I have become young, Prouda, a very well-built body, and everything is there. Then what is my condition? Vishayavishadarehi Panjabir Marmasandau. The sense pleasures, the sense organs are wanting all the sense pleasures. Vishadhara means a snake. In this, like a snake is, or a scorpion is stinking, this desire for sense pleasures are stinking on my marmas, in that crucial vital points. So, I am in search of all sense pleasures. I want all sense pleasures. Shabdas Parje Rupa Rasa Gandha Adi. For that purpose only, for all my life is wasted for the petty pleasures of the body. So the desire for sense pleasures make me go here, there, everywhere. And I am all the time worried about that only. What prevents us from thinking, meditating on Bhagavan? Why you are not able to sit quiet? People come and say, Swamiji, I don't have time. We also say, I don't have time. Why you don't have time? We have other things. What is that other thing? I want more money. I want more comforts in life. I want a wife. I want a son. The son should be happy. The wife should be happy. Everybody should be happy. All the wealth should be with me. So the desire for the worldly pleasures and sense pleasures make me forget everything. Dashto nashto vivekaha sutadana yuvati swadu saukye nishannaha sutadana yuvati. To make my children grow properly and then have all comforts. To earn more money, dhana and yuvati. Make my wife comfortable, children comfortable, family comfortable, for their saukya, for the sukha. In that I am totally involved in that. Therefore, Shaivi Chinta Vihinam Mama Hridayamaho Managarvadhirudham. So no thought about Bhagavan. At the same time I think that I am, do you know who am I? I am well read. I am having a good position. I got all money. Everything I have. Don't think I am an ordinary person. I am much more better than you. Like that. All type of thoughts are there. You see, it is all available in. We have all these things. We may not tell this, but it is there in the mind. Sometimes we tell also, without knowledge also we tell. So, because of this we are Managarvadhirudam, so much pride and arrogance. So I do like this. Swami Chidanji Maharaj gave before he retired, finally went for retired life to this Dehradun. Before that he was speaking on Manache Shloka. At that time Swamiji never used to quote from all these things. And then that time he used to quote, lot of quotations he used to make. So that time Swamiji used to refer little. And used to come. So ordinarily some quotations will come from Guru Maharaj, it is Upanishad quotes, and because he has read everything. But certain typical quotations. So one of the quotations he gave was from the Viveka Chudamani. And he explained it very elaborately, explained it actually. So how we are involved in these worldly activities. So there is a quotation, there is a quote, there is a sloka in the Viveka Chudamani which says, one indriya sukha, for one indriya sukha, those certain life, certain people, certain animals, they have only one sense pleasure. They work for that and that brings the death to them. Whereas we have all the five. You remember this sloka? Shabdadibi panjabireva panja panjatvamapuhu swagunena baddhaha kurangama danga padangamina bringa nara panjabi ganjita kim. Shabdadibihi panjabihi. Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. All these sense pleasures. So, one animal, they got only one sense. Panjatvamapuhu. So, because they go behind that, that brings an end to them. They die out of that. So, in the case of human, all the five is there. What is his condition? So, kuranga madanga padanga meena bringaha. Kuranga means deer. The deer is interested in music. So they play music, so the deer will be looking for that. So then the hunter shoots them. Because it was attracted by the music, by the Sravana Sukha, Shabda Sukha, it was killed. Matanga means elephant. Elephant is a Sparsha Sukha. Normally when it goes, it will hit the ground and with its trunk it will hit and see whether it is safe. Then only it will put its next leg. But when it goes with a she-elephant, then it will forget that. So Matanga is like that. And Patanga means it is the wasp. So that ordinary small creatures flies. So they consider the fire as a rupa. Attracted by the rupa, they think that lamp is there, they enter into that lamp and die. Meena, fish attracted by somebody puts the fishing rod and the food it goes and catches. So the ruchi, that makes them to die. And the bringa, because of the smell, it enters into the flower and it will close. So one sense organs has brought death to these things. Naraf panjabi ranjita hymns. So like that, in my case, Bhagavan, Dasto nasto viveka praudoham yavvanasto vishadarehi panjabir marmasandau Dasto nasto viveka sudadana yuvatis swadu saukye nisannaham Shaivi chinta vihinam mama hridyabaho managarvadhirudham. So, because of this, my involvement in all these worldly pleasures and sense pleasures, and because of my arrogance and pride, I forgot to think about you. Saivi chinta vihinam. I spent my life like that. Chantavyo me aparada. Shiva 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 Bho Shri Mahadeva Shambho. Therefore, Bhagavan, you bless this. Bhagavan says, all right, you forget about this, now you have become old. So what is the old man's condition, I will tell you tomorrow, Swamiji. Today it is bell has gone. Okay. Shukamukha Muni Varyaha Kirtayitwadhi Bhaktyam Paramasukapadakhedum Santatam Tvacharitram Paramapadamavapahu Manasam Me Astu Saktam Tapasupacharitabdhe Kirtani Vishwanatha. Hari Om Tat Sat.